Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're delving into a book that could truly transform your life, The Art of Saying No by Damon Zahariades. Have you ever felt trapped by commitments you didn't want to take on? Do you find it hard to refuse people, even when you're already overwhelmed? If so, this book will resonate deeply with you. Saying no is one of the most underrated yet crucial skills we can develop. It's not about shutting people out or being selfish, it's about reclaiming your time, energy, and mental peace. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying no to something that could. This book provides a practical framework for setting boundaries and saying no without guilt or fear. In today's summary, we'll explore why saying no is so difficult, the hidden costs of always saying yes, and how mastering this skill can empower you to take control of your life. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable strategies to confidently say no and focus on what truly matters. So, grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's get started. Why we struggle to say no. Let's begin with a fundamental question: why is it so hard to say no? Zahariades explains that this difficulty often stems from deep-rooted fears and societal conditioning. First, there's the fear of conflict. Many of us dread the idea of upsetting others or creating tension in our relationships. We might think that saying no will lead to arguments or make us appear uncooperative. Second, there's the fear of rejection. Humans are social creatures, and we crave connection and acceptance. Saying no can feel risky, as it might lead to someone distancing themselves from us or even cutting ties altogether. Third, and perhaps most significantly, there's fear of guilt. We often associate saying no with letting others down. This guilt can be overwhelming, making us feel like we're selfish or uncaring for prioritizing our own needs. Society also plays a significant role in this struggle. From a young age, we're taught that being agreeable and helpful is a virtue. We're rewarded for saying yes and accommodating others, even at the expense of our own well-being. This conditioning makes it challenging to set boundaries later in life. Zahariades argues that these fears, while understandable, are ultimately misplaced. The reality is that saying no is a form of self-care. It's about recognizing your limits and protecting your mental and physical health. The hidden costs of always saying yes. Now, let's talk about the consequences of always saying yes. Zahariades emphasizes that every yes comes with a cost. When you agree to something that doesn't align with your priorities, you're sacrificing something else, often your time, energy, or peace of mind. One of the most significant costs is burnout. Constantly taking on tasks and obligations can leave you feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. Over time, this can lead to physical and mental health issues, including anxiety, depression, and chronic stress. Another hidden cost is resentment. When you continually prioritize others' needs over your own, you may start to feel resentful. This resentment can damage your relationships, as it creates a sense of imbalance and unfairness. Additionally, always saying yes can undermine your personal goals and ambitions. Every time you commit to something that doesn't serve you, you're diverting time and energy away from your own dreams and aspirations. This can leave you feeling unfulfilled and stuck in a cycle of people-pleasing. Zahariades points out that these costs often go unnoticed because they accumulate gradually. It's only when we reach a breaking point that we realize the true impact of our inability to say no. Understanding your priorities. A key step in mastering the art of saying no is understanding your priorities. Zahariades encourages readers to reflect on their values, goals, and what truly matters to them. Why is this important? Because when you're clear about your priorities, it becomes easier to evaluate requests and make decisions. You can ask yourself, does this align with my goals? Will this contribute to my well-being or happiness? If the answer is no, then saying no becomes a lot simpler. Prioritizing yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. You have a finite amount of time and energy, and it's crucial to allocate these resources wisely. By focusing on what's most important to you, you can live a more balanced and fulfilling life. The power of boundaries. At the heart of this book is the concept of boundaries. Boundaries are the invisible lines that define what you're willing to accept and what you're not. They're essential for maintaining healthy relationships and protecting your mental health. Zahariades explains that boundaries aren't about building walls, they're about creating a framework for respectful interactions. When you set boundaries, you're teaching others how to treat you. You're also giving yourself permission to prioritize your own needs. For many people, the idea of setting boundaries feels uncomfortable. They worry that it will push people away or make them seem unapproachable. But Zahariades reassures readers that boundaries actually strengthen relationships. When you're honest about your limits, you create a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. How to say no confidently. Now that we've covered the why, let's get into the how. How can you say no confidently and effectively, without feeling guilty or causing unnecessary conflict? Zahariades offers several strategies. 1. Be direct and honest. The simplest way to say no is to be direct. You don't need to beat around the bush or come up with elaborate excuses. A clear, straightforward no is often the most respectful response. For example, you might say, "I'm sorry, I can't take that on right now." 2. Keep your explanation brief. You're not obligated to provide a detailed explanation for your decision. Over-explaining can make your no seem less confident and open the door for pushback. Keep it simple and to the point. 3. Use the broken record technique. If someone pushes back or tries to persuade you, repeat your no calmly and consistently. This technique, known as the broken record, reinforces your boundary without escalating the situation. 4. Practice assertiveness. Assertiveness is a crucial skill for saying no effectively. It involves expressing your needs and boundaries clearly and confidently, without being aggressive. Assertiveness can be developed through practice and self-reflection. 5. Delay your response. If you're caught off guard by a request, it's okay to take some time to think about it. You might say, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you." This gives you the opportunity to evaluate the request and respond thoughtfully. Dealing with pushback and guilt. One of the biggest challenges in saying no is dealing with pushback. Some people may not respect your boundaries right away. They might try to guilt trip you, pressure you, or even become angry. Zahariades emphasizes the importance of standing your ground. Remind yourself that you're not responsible for managing other people's emotions. Your primary responsibility is to protect your own well-being. He also addresses the issue of guilt. It's natural to feel guilty when you're used to putting others first. But guilt is often a sign that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, which is a necessary part of growth. Over time, as you become more comfortable with setting boundaries, the guilt will diminish. The long-term benefits of saying no. So, what happens when you start saying no more often? According to Zahariades, the benefits are profound and far-reaching. You'll experience greater freedom and control over your life. By prioritizing your own needs, you'll have more time and energy to focus on what truly matters to you. You'll also enjoy improved mental and physical health. Reducing your commitments can alleviate stress and prevent burnout, leaving you feeling more balanced and energized. Moreover, your relationships will improve. By setting clear boundaries, you'll foster healthier, more respectful dynamics with the people in your life. You'll also find that the people who truly value you will respect your limits. Finally, you'll gain a deeper sense of self-confidence and empowerment. Knowing that you can protect your time and energy is incredibly liberating. It allows you to live more authentically and pursue your goals without unnecessary distractions. Conclusion. In The Art of Saying No, Damon Zahariades offers a practical and empowering guide to mastering one of life's most essential skills. Saying no isn't about shutting people out, it's about prioritizing yourself and living intentionally. Thank you for watching. If you found this summary helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more in-depth book summaries. Remember, every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying yes to yourself. See you next time.